Hello students, welcome back to the statistics class. Today we will learn the new concept of index number, that is consumer price index number, which is known as CPI, or it can be also called as cost of living index. Okay, consumer price index or cost of living index. So if you see this cost of price index, okay, it is one of the important topic under index number. Okay, and this topic, okay, the consumer price index or cost of living index, it basically speaks about standard of living of a person. Okay, it speaks about the standard of living of a person. Okay, and it is one of the economic indicator, we can say, as it is an economic indicator to set a particular benchmark for the varied number of prices. Okay, so it is one of the important topic, and also it speaks about the standard of living of an individual or a person. Okay, so it becomes when you speak about each individual, okay, about their prices of the commodities that they use, so it becomes necessary to construct, okay, to construct a construction of index number of cost of living. Okay, where it it is necessary because it helps in measuring the variations that happen in the general price level, okay, of the prices. Okay, so variations are measured ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ the general price level on account of wholesale price index. So when we say wholesale price index, it is lesser than the retail price. We do not consider the retail price over here, we consider the wholesale price index. Okay, so these variations, whenever when you consider variations, sorry, wholesale price index, the variation that happens do not show what is the effect of the variation on the prices on the cost of living. Okay, relating to different classes. Okay, different class of people we have in our society, we have various number of class people. Okay, we can like poor, middle class, rich. Okay, the ones who are working in agriculture, industrial background. Okay, so there are varied number of classes. Okay, so if you see the standard of living of all these different class of people, it is different from one class to another. It is not same. Okay, each class each people belong to one of the other class. Some are very rich, some are middle class. Okay, and according to their classes, okay, their standard of living also varies. Rich people, their standard is very high. Okay, they prefer branded clothes or very quality or quality food, all those things. Whereas middle people or poor people, they do not afford such type. So though it varies based on their classes. Okay, so different class of people. Okay, when you speak about different class of people, they consume different type of commodities. As I said, rich people, they will consume or to say very standard food or standard clothes. Okay, expensive cars. Okay, whereas poor people, they are not afford to buy those things. Okay, so it is very important to know, okay, what is the standard of living of a person, okay, in the society. And this cost of living index will help us to know what is the what you say, the relative changes or the relative importance that varies from one person to another or between the different type of people. Now when you say relative changes, it means the price for a particular commodity or the quantity that they consume, or it can be a total value. Okay, the relative changes that happens between the different class of people. Okay, so for this purpose, okay, to measure the effects of variation, it is very and also to see what is the effect of the variation. Okay, main thing is we have to see what is the effect of the variation in the prices of various commodities among the different classes. Okay, so it is important to have separate index number to that can help us in constructing the cost of living of different groups. So here separate index number will be used for construction of index number based on the different classes. Okay, so that is just a small introduction about what exactly consumer price index is. So here consumer price index, it is all about the standard of living of a person, okay, of the group of people. Okay, and it focuses on how different standard is from one person to another. Okay, so what type of commodities they consume, what type of commodities they consume and how they consume. Okay, what are the variations of prices that happens, okay, between the different class of people. That is all been discussed in this consumer price index concept. Okay, coming to the next, that is the definition of consumer price index. Here the definition is given like this: consumer price index is the index number of the cost met by a specified class of consumers in buying a basket of goods and services. Now when you say group of people, okay, when you say a group of people, okay, they buy varied number of goods. Okay, it is not one specific goods. Okay, so we say it as a basket of goods and services, the day to day essentials or day to day needs that they have. Okay, and whatever they go and buy, that is basket of goods and services. So basket of goods and services, it is nothing but it means goods and services needed in a day to day life. Okay, day to day life ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕು, okay, a particular class ಗೆ, and the ones who consume that, for that we say it as basket of goods and services. Now when you say class of consumers, there are various class of consumers. Now in consumer price index, what does this class of consumer mean? It is nothing but the people or the group of people or consumers who buy similar who have a similar consumption. Okay, identical or similar consumption, avarige now class of consumers, they belong to one class of consumers. Okay, all the consumers who consume identical consumption, who has an identical consumption, we say it as class of consumers. So in short, if I have to say what is consumer price index, it is nothing but the consumer price index. Okay, it helps us to measure the change in the price over the time. Okay, it helps us to see what are the changes that is happening in the prices over the various time, okay, that the consumer pay, okay, for the basket of goods and services. The changes of amount that happens every now and then, okay, as and when the consumer buys a particular product or goods or service, what is the amount that are going to pay, that is all about consumer price index. Okay, so consumer price index, it is nothing but it is the cost that has been paid by the consumer for the identical goods that they buy from the basket of goods and services. That is the definition or the meaning of consumer price index. Next one, utility of consumer price index. So now when I say utility, it is nothing but uses of consumer price index. First one is used to determine the purchasing power of money and for computing the real wages. Now what is this purchasing power of money? So the purchasing power of money, it is nothing but it is a value of a money, okay, which you express in terms of amount of goods or services. Okay, that a unit of money, per unit of value you can buy. Okay, the amount that you pay for a per unit of money. Okay, that is purchasing power. Okay, per unit ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು purchasing power ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ purchase ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. So that is purchasing power of money. So with the help of this consumer price index or cost of living index, it helps us to determine this, or it helps us to give idea what is the purchasing power of money of particular individual. And also it helps in computing the real wage. Now what is this real wage? It is nothing but, okay, the amount of goods, okay, which is paid to the laborers, which the laborers actually get. Okay, laborers ಗೆ ಏನ್ amount ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ನಾವು real wage ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Okay, what the wages or what the wage a person is getting or the worker or a laborer is getting, so we say it as real wage. So it also helps in computing that real wage. Okay, ಒಂದು ಲೇಬರರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಅಂತ, ಅವನ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ we can find that. Okay, and we can calculate this real wage with this formula, that is money wage, money wage divided by the cost of living index into 100. Now when you say money wage, it is nothing but the amount of money that you pay. Okay, the amount of money that is paid, okay, it's called as money wage. Okay, so what is the amount is paid divided by the cost of living, what you spend, how much you receive divided by how much you spend into 100. That gives you the amount of real wage. Now, what is real wage? It is nothing but the amount of goods and service which a laborer gets or a worker gets. Okay, whereas money wage is nothing but the amount of money that is paid. Okay, that is paid is called as money wage. Second one, used in fixation of salary, dearness allowance, or grant bonus to employees. Now, if the government wants to fix a particular salary, okay, or they have to give a dearness allowance, be it to the workers or the employees working in their organization, or to give a bonus, this cost of living index or consumer price index is very helpful. It helps in it helps in fixing a particular price range uh, for the employees. Okay, and also if they have to give any bonus based on the previous data, they will apply the consumer price index, and then they will find what is the salary that can be given to a particular employee, or what is the bonus that can give at the end of the financial year. Next one, it is used by the government for formulation of various policies. Okay, so ಈಗ government ಗೆ ಕೂಡ help ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, when you say consumer price index, it helps in framing the economic policies. Okay, inflation, deflation. Okay, it helps in to see what is whether the prices are increasing or decreasing, to know the even to fix the price policy. A particular product ಇದು price fix ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so it helps in framing policies, okay, of price, wages, and economic policies relating to the economy, about the inflation, deflation, or any other relating to the consumers or the society. That all the policies will be framed with the help of consumer price index or cost of living index. If they have to improve the society, okay, improvement bekadre, a particular a society improve ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, you can make a study. If you have consumer price index or cost of living, you will come to know what is their standard of living of that society. Based on that, you can frame a particular policy. That is, it helps the government in framing the policies. Next one, it is used in comparing changes in the cost of living about different people. So as I said, there are different classes of people, so this cost of living index will help in making the comparison. Okay, so yes, to changes is there, okay, between the rich and the poor, or rich or the middle class. Okay, that changes can be seen with, or can be made, and we can easily make comparison with the help of consumer price index or cost of living index. Okay, so here they focus on the different classes of people, okay, and how their standard of living is going on, whether it is in the improving stage or it is in the decreasing stage. Okay, that comparison can be made easily with the help of this consumer price index number. Next one, it used for deflating money or income. Now, what is deflation? It is nothing but the decrease in the money. Deflating money is it is converting the money wage to real wage. Okay, and what you pay, you convert it into a real wage. Okay, with the help of cost of living index. Okay, you convert the money wage. Okay, whatever the amount is being paid, that you convert it into a real wage with the help of cost of living index. Okay, so it is used in deflating money. That means you can to see what is the reduction in the prices that are happening. Okay, decrease in the prices that are happening. To know that, it helps. Okay, consumer price index helps in it. Last one, it is used for wage negotiation and wage contract. So wage negotiation means, okay, it is one of a process where one party negotiates. Okay, negotiates means, okay, a formal setup madudante. Okay, you settle things, okay, within yourselves. Okay, so one party will settle things or negotiate it with another party, maybe with regarding to payment of money, like income, salary, okay, or it may be commission. Okay, whatever the earnings you get, that settlement between you and your what you say party. Okay, that is called negotiation, the wage negotiation. Okay, settlement regarding to salary, commission, wages, okay, earnings, income. Okay, that settlement, so to make that settlement, okay, it also this cost of living is very much helpful. Okay, it is very much helpful. So these are the various uses, like how consumer price index helps in forming or framing a what to say, the standard of living of a particular individual. That is, these are the various utilities of consumer price index. So I hope you understood this concept. Okay, so consumer price index, it is nothing but the cost or the money that you pay for the particular goods that you consume for your day-to-day life. That is the basket of goods and service. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಏನು ಕನ್ಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅದರ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್. So that is the standard of living of the people is very much important. So consumer price index means it is a focus on the consumers and their standard of living based on their different classes they belong. So this is about introduction, the definition and the utility of consumer price index. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the next class. Thank you, students.